Unique Christmas traditions around the world. Christmas, celebrating the birth of Jesus Christ, occurs on December 25th. Its worldwide popularity means that nations with the large populations of celebrants, often regarded as a civil holiday as well as a religious one. Christmas festivities span the globe with traditions as diverse as nations observe it. Modern day, modern day Christmas customs have evolved from generations of ritual and practices, both religious and not, like symbolizes love and hope for Filipinos, so the Philippines hold the giant lantern festival. People decorate with bamboo and paper lanterns called paroles and sometimes compete for the most beautiful Christmas displays. A Ukrainian legend tells of the poor family who could not decorate the Christmas tree, so spiders spun beautiful webs to beautify it. People from Ukraine decorate with artificial spiders and webs as spiders symbolize good luck in the new year. They also enjoy a traditional 12-course meal. Japan's major Christmas custom begins more recently than many other cultural practices. In the 1970s, the first Kentucky Fried Chicken restaurant owner in Japan heard a customer lament how he missed turkey for Christmas. He began a custom of selling buckets of fried chicken on Christmas. As Japan has no prior Christmas traditions, this idea becomes so popular that millions of families eat KFC for Christmas. The tradition of decorating Christmas trees began in Germany in the 17th century as part of German winter solstice celebrations. Nowadays, St. Nicholas Day on December 5th is just as popular as Christmas. Children leave clean booths outside the window doors to discover and fill with nuts, candy, or small gifts in the morning. In Caracas, the capital of Venezuela, so many people roller skate to Christmas morning mass that the city closed streets to traffic. Some children tie a string to a toe at bedtime and hang the end out the window. The skaters pull on the string as they roll past to awaken the children on Christmas morning. Celebrants in Norway present the Julebord, a Christmas table with traditional foods. Some Norwegians has a tradition of hiding all broomsticks on Christmas Eve, as they believe evil spirits and witches steal and ride them. Others leave a broom outdoors so visiting witches will ride it away and leave the family alone. The traditional Yule log comes from Norway as well. It resembles a wheel because ancient Norwegians believed it represented the sun, a wheel of fire. This contributes to the popularity of log-shaped cheese, cakes, and desserts on Christmas. In Iceland, fabled creatures called Yule lads visit children for the 13th night leading up to Christmas. Children leave shoes on the windowsills. Those who behave well receive candy, but those who misbehave find the shoes filled with rotting potatoes. Austria boasts a frightening tradition of Krampus, a demon-like creature who visits naughty children. Krampus, based on old pre-Christmas myth, is a fearsome counterpart to Saint Nicholas. In some parts of Australia, men dressed as Krampus parade down the street. Australia Christmas differs from other parts of the world in that it falls during summertime. Families hold outdoor barbecues for Christmas dinner and spend time on the beach. Sometimes, instead of arriving on his signature sleigh, Santa arrives on a surfboard. And for anyone who doesn't know what counterpart is, counterparts means that a person or thing holding a position or performing a function that corresponds to that of another person or thing. or one or two more copies or legal document. And the author most likely wrote this passage to teach readers the difference between Christmas in Asia and Christmas in Europe. There's Christmas all over the world. Australia isn't in Australia and Canada. Wait. Australia and the US isn't in Australia isn't in Asia or Europe. Explain the symbolic nature of certain Christmas food. But sometimes no, some countries doesn't eat traditional foods on Christmas, such as Japan. Like they eat Kentucky Fried Chicken. So informs readers about different Christmas customs across the globe. Yeah, it could be. According to paragraph 4, the words lament belong to a word group. Well, I had to search it, and it says lament means wail or dirge, like a passionate expression of grief or sorrow. So it belongs to a word mourn. Wait, why is the word pine in here? Oh, pine in the second meaning means suffer a mental or physical decline, especially because of a broken heart. So it could be, yeah. Nice. According to the passage, Caracas closed streets on Christmas morning because it's the capital of Venezuela. Well then, the capital, if that's true, then the capital of Venezuela has no cars because the streets are closed on the morning. There are too many strings hanging out the windows. Those were not the problem, and they say that so many people roller skate to Christmas morning mass as the city closed streets to traffic. So it must be people roller skate to church. Which statement regarding Christmas in Norway is false? The Yule log resembles a wheel of Santa's chariot. Yeah. The traditional Yule log, this sentence says that the traditional Yule log comes from Norway as well. It resembles a wheel because ancient Norwegians believed that it represents the sun, not the Santa's chariot wheel. See, I earned 1 point for that. The passage informs that children may receive gifts in the footwear in Iceland, and we see in Iceland and Germany too. When children leave clean boots to discover them filled with gifts, so it is Germany and Iceland. If added to a passage, where would this information best fit? This demonic monster was designed to frighten wicked children into behaving nicely, as an alternative was being struck by the creature, stuffed into a bag and taken away. And yeah, the frightening one is the demonic monster. They would refer to Krampus in Austria, so see, that's easy. Wait. How can I see my progress? Okay, here. As you see, the last quiz I do has no challenge question, so it was very easy. As I say. Well, I come out to grade 11 after this quiz.